Hey, what's popular, everybody? Hey, what's popular, fellow collectors? What's popular? Welcome back to Bray's Toy Review. Today we're taking a look at the old Arkham Knight Batman Joker. I think this is actually the first Joker they put out from this line. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, hey, somebody check me on that. But I don't think I'm wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm freaking right. Off the top, I don't know really how I feel about this figure. Like, I mean, he's cool and all that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he be cool sometimes, but at the same time, he ain't always cool sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Cool sometimes, but not always cool all the time. You know what I'm saying? I got this figure before I got the Harley Quinn figure. I was really fiending for the Harley Quinn figure. Went on and picked him up. I thought he was pretty cool at the time, but, I'm not really attached to this. All right, so what does he come with? Let's take a look at that. Got some alternate hands here. Got a little Honolulu reef thing that goes around his neck because you're on vacation. I like the fact he's got a real chain in there. That's kind of cool. It has attached. And then he's got the camera here. The whole look, though, is just, it's very Joker, but at the same time, it's not Joker. And I don't know how I feel about it. But let's get him out the package and take a look at the figure, and we'll get on down with that. Okay, so one of the cool things about this guy is that he can actually hold his camera up to his face and take a little pic. I mean, the camera take a pic, but he can hold his camera up to the face and take a pic. I mean, if he could take a pic, he would take a pic with the camera up in his face. Problem, because this is a rubber here, it doesn't flop down like it should have as if it was a cloth or a fabric, whatever case. But I'm not going to hate on them for that because they added this in and they get a little bit of extra care to it. So I'm cool with that. Now, it's just a regular soft rubber black cast with a little bit of silver there and this bit of silver there paint just to add a little bit of authenticity to the camera. And I'm cool with that. I'm really thankful for that. And then you got the little reef thing here that really just kind of gets in the fucking way, to be honest with you. The cool thing is if you put this on his neck, right, and because of the way his shirt is sculpted, because of the way the sculpt is of the shirt, right, and it's so like baggy and fluffy, whatever the case is, the camera's sash thing or whatever you call it, strap or whatever, it does hang well back behind there, like behind the neck. It doesn't stop the motion of the neck or anything like that. Another part of that is that there's not much motion in the neck, so hey, you can't really stop what's not really there, huh? Can you? One thing that does piss me off about this figure, not that it's about the figure that pisses me off, it's just that yet again, if you remember my review on the Harley Quinn, she doesn't have an ab crunch. You got no ab crunch for Harley. You don't think girls like ab crunch. You think girls just want to have fun but don't want to have no ab crunch. So that kind of just ruins that. Again, that just speaks to like the inconsistency. I mean, the line has been really great, don't get me wrong, but it looks really good, but just some of the physical choices, I guess mainly on that female figure, and it's probably because she is a female figure, they didn't give her that attention. It really irritates me. But getting back to this guy, he does have an ab crunch. If you could peel his back a little bit, you can see the detail and sculpt goes throughout the chest, even though even though the shirt is not removable, you can still see his bony little chest up the side of there and stuff, and that's cool. The face sculpt is pretty classic Joker-esque. Not a style of Joker that I'm really, that I really give a fuck about or really am attached to or anything like that. But still, it does capture Joker even with the little, vacation attire. And he's got his little wraparounds here, some nice detail in that. Nice detail in the gloves. These are the alternate hands here. They're soft rubber, so you don't have to worry about anything popping or anything like that. The arms just look really weird. They look a little bit long. Is it just me? They look really long. I don't know. Like they're not set right, but then the way the shirt is set, you got a lot of material, as it were. It's just kind of like standing up. That's really not attached. And you can kind of push it down and make it look more realistic, but it's not going to get much better. Another problem is that it really messes with the movement, the range of motion on the arms because it's a soft rubber. You could probably heat it up with like a blow dryer or something and get a little more movement out of it, as well as I would like to warm this up and then flop it up like that. I think I can see Joker wearing his little hat, flopped up like that. That'd be cool because he's fucking Joker, right? Another thing that I take issue with on the figure, first, credit for having a real chain. Let's see if we can get it to hang out right, chain. It's not gonna cooperate with me. Fuck it though. Okay, so here you can get a little bit of outs. On some of the other figures from this line, you can get a whole lot of outs. But on this one, it's more like the old DC collectibles or whatever, where it's really sculpted in place, and you're looking at some old school Todd McFarlane type shit here. So you can't get any motion out of that leg. You can get a little bit of weird Joker walking, and that's about it. You're not going back because of the way it's sculpted. I mean, the sculpt does look good. The pants look great. Good bit of paint and a good bit of dry brushing in there just to add more extra detail to that crease. Again, the shirt looks really good. It's all believable. It looks really believable. But again, it gets in the way. This is a hard sculpt here, right? And it obviously is sculpted over the leg so it comes down, right? And then the actual articulated point is here. So, and I don't even think he has a double articulated point at all. It does have a twist there, a swivel, that's fine, but it doesn't really matter because you can't really go back at all. Now, you do have a lot of motion because of this hinge and then peg here in the shoe, his little boat shoes. Maybe he should have had bigger feet too, as a matter of fact. He got a little band-aid there. I mean, it's just it's an imperfect blend because there's so much detail in the figure, but just not a lot of freedom of movement, and that really just brings the figure down a notch. It's a figure that looks really great in the packaging, not so great in hand to mess around with. I like the little detail, like the little watch there. He's got some really good bonuses, man. Even got this little bit here. You know what the hell that is, but he's got it in there, and it looks really good, but you can't do anything with most of this shit there. So I'm just going to say, yeah, if you can get your hands on the figure, it's cool, it's worth it. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Scratch that. If you can get your hands on this figure by trade or at a discounted rate, it's cool. If you see it in the comic book shop and it's going like $25, $28 or some crazy shit like that, and you're not really collecting this line too heavy, you're not really trying to complete it, yeah, I'm going to say pass and wait for a real Joker, a good Joker, a Joker that makes us all happy, a Joker that puts a smile on that face. So until some more BVS Joker type Suicide Squad Joker shit comes out or something like that to mess with that, I'm just gonna settle for my old classics Joker. I'm out of here.